I guess, I mean, he sacrificed it for the metal, which is just a really weird play. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Actually, yeah. Okay, so sacrificing your commander for metal, that's crazy, actually. Is the 2,000 metal worth it? I don't know. Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to Beyond Our Reason. Today we have a 6v6 on Angel Crossing. It's actually a map that I haven't played before, so it'll be interesting to see how it works out. But I guess we should go ahead and start going over the different teams. So, bottom left for the Warm Colors team. For the Southern team, we have Damus playing Armada. We have World War III in the bottom right playing Cortex. Smithy playing Cortex as well. Blade Runner running Armada. Flaka playing Armada. And this is actually a 5v5. Did I say 6v6? Wait. I'm missing someone. It is a 6v6. Oh, and and DSD playing Cortex down here that I missed. Alright, and then for the top team, we have Dubdara playing Armada. Itanias playing Cortex. Matt Shish playing Cortex. Demosthenes playing Cortex. Derpy Derp playing Cortex, and Austrian Mauser playing Armada. Or Austrian Mobster, my bad. Anyways, this looks like a pretty interesting map. Some definitely unnatural mountain formations here. And very cold for what seems like quite a tropical land. But yeah, if you guys want to see more stuff like this, make sure to like and subscribe. It greatly helps the channel, as I'm sure you've heard from every other YouTuber. But yeah, hopefully this will be a fun game. There are a lot of mexes here, especially in this center part. How easy they will be to hold, pretty difficult for sure. But still, like, the amount of metal that can be generated in this map is quite insane. Hopefully we will be seeing some naval play, at least some hovercraft stuff, right? With this water down here, Damus might decide to go hovercraft. Right now he's producing bots. I imagine most people are going to be producing bots. World War III does not even have a lab. It looks like bot labs all around, at least for this southern team. For the northern team, there is a shipyard in this northeast sea. Derpy Derp will be using a bot lab. Looks like everyone's going bots. No vehicles as of yet. Okay, so the northern team switching it up. They have an aircraft plant. They have a shipyard. Honestly, I don't know why I said ships. I don't think that's a great idea. I think, honestly, hovercraft is probably where you want to stop. Unless you just have a ton of extra materials. Now, if this sea was, like, connected somehow, maybe I could see ships being much better. But just controlling, like, this little pocket doesn't really do much, especially when you have this massive land bridge connecting the two sides. So it looks like the bottom team was planning to rush for this middle mex. I'm assuming it's worth more. Yeah, so it is 5.3 metal, and these other ones are, looks like, well, these are like 3, this is 2.2, 2.6, kind of the metal generation numbers are kind of all over the place, 1.8. It looks like it goes, you know, the most metal is generated near the center, and then these, like, outer ones are worth less. Seems to be the way it's going, which is pretty cool. This is a custom map, I did have to download it. Look at me go. In any case, just some building stuff. And now, in terms of experience, I believe the bottom team might be slightly less experienced, but you still have some bigger names in there. Like Flaka is a recurring name. World War III is a recurring name I've seen. I think Blade Runner might be. Now we just looks like someone did end up leaving the game, which is quite unfortunate. I think this is DSD. You'd have the upper team, top team communicating, but that's not the end of the world, right? Losing a I don't know why this comm is dead. I guess, I mean, he sacrificed it for the metal, which is just a really weird play. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Actually, yeah. Okay, so sacrificing your commander for metal, that's crazy, actually. Is the 2,000 metal worth it? I don't know. I would say probably not. Now we do have Smithy rushing his commander in here. And by rushing, I mean he's going to be starting to build some laser towers. We also have Flak up here. And then we have Itanthus, Dude, oh, come on, man. I think people just make their names difficult on purpose. This is ridiculous. It's Hamthias and Demosthenes holding the line here against Flack and Smithy. Smithy is going to be just suiciding these, oh, gosh, you can't say those words in the beginning of YouTube videos. Whatever. Gonna be, wasting those, units here. Gonna be getting stage of the match, and, looks like Flack is also going to be wasting his pawns. Now we already have some shurikens coming out here. Very, very powerful unit, especially in the early game. Blade Runner flanking around the back here, wondering what he's going to do. Guess he's going to come down around here. You could wreak some havoc for sure. He might just go for the flank on these frontline forces, but he could also wreak havoc in the back line. Right now, Flack and Smithy just need to hold. They are 2v3 right now. So that attack by them was probably not good, and then they have Dubdar on the flank here with this bot lab really close by. So you definitely want to be watching for that. Damus, still rocking the bot lab. Honestly, hovercraft platform would be so cool to see. I haven't seen hovercraft units in a while, but it is the way it is, you know. There's just not as much unit diversity for the hovercraft, so I understand why people don't want to use it. Yep, starting to see some rocket bots coming out from the northern team, harassing these laser towers. Pop-up turret's gonna go down, most likely. Oh, maybe not. These guys screening for it. Maybe on purpose, maybe on accident. I wouldn't be wasting units just for this thing to come up, but to each their own, I guess. It doesn't have the range to be useful with these rocket guys. Yeah, honestly, you know, Smithy should be using his own rocket men. His own aggravators to be pushing up here. We got Demosthenes rushing up with some grunts here. Just working his way down this line of units. Here's some more shurikens coming in. Looks like someone else built an airbase then. We have 2 air bases. I know Matt did. And maybe the units were gifted. I thought Derpy Derp had an airbase as well, but apparently not. We do have Damus coming around here with these 10 pawns. Also DSD with some pawns as well. Looks like the Austrian is may have seen that. Yeah, it looks like he's going to be rushing up there. Derpy Derp falling, you know, having these thugs fall back here along with some aggravators. It's now a 2v2, but Flack and Smithy don't have the units to push up right now. Looks like Damus will be taking some losses here. Still doing alright. Rocket bots harassing his forces. DSD is going to be running out his pawns to these bases, trying to do some harassment damage. Take down a radar tower maybe, take down a couple mexes. Not a bad play. And yeah, Blade Runner is mirroring Dubdara, having his forces here, but Dub is a little bit quicker on the draw. Gonna try to get some units around here. Smithy may have seen it. He's walking back his commander to build some laser towers. Looks like Dub is a little confused on what he wants to do. Derpy Derp running in his commander. I almost missed that. Not quite, though. Did it get any other commanders? I think it did. Yep, so we have Derpy's commander and Flacca's commander going down there. Now, it is a bit more on the southern team's side, but it's still a 3v2. And Smithy's getting his commander surrounded here by these pawns, but he is able to take them out. No harm done. But yeah, you really just want to be able to reclaim this commander wreckage. That's going to be a massive boon to whoever does that. Looks like Derpy Derp is already getting started on it with this grave robber here. And Flak is being pushed back. Smithy is moving up some artillery. You know, so am I. You know who I haven't seen in a while? I want to see a Mythic game. I think that I keep casting his 1v1s that he keeps losing. So yeah, I need to find a game where he's in the team game. LA doesn't do it that often, I guess, but still fun to watch, right? Yeah, these thugs are just getting taken out by this artillery. You know, some commanders were reclaimed. This guy was halfway reclaimed. Derpy's commander. I can't really select them, but yeah. Ooh. Looks like Itampius is moving up all of his forces. He's got a bunch of aggravators, some thugs, some grunts here. Pretty pretty scary force. Smithy is not very mobile with these riot tanks and artillery, so he's going to be relying on Flakka to screen for him. But Flakka just decides to run his units in. Not the best strategy, and then we have some shurikens coming in here, paralyzing that artillery. And these units can move in and get some easy kills. So yeah, slowly being pushed back. We have Dubdara coming around here with some more forces. Smithy is fighting back with these hover tanks, which means that he does have a hovercraft platform, which is fun. Oh, that's World War III. My bad. My bad. These hover tanks doing a great job. Now, one of them does go down, but he still has two relatively healthy tanks left. Going to be running into a flamethrower turret, which it's going to spell the end for the second tank. But honestly, holding the line. We have Demosthenes coming in with some more units here with his commander. Yeah, the northern forces are just securing this middle spot, which is not good because this mech is quite good at producing metal. And we have another commander going down there for the southern team, I believe. Looks like that is Smithy's commander going down there. Not good. Southern team is 2 commanders down. Now one of them was on purpose. You know, DSD did do that on purpose, but that was an interesting play. Honestly, can't really tell. You can't really, I can't, or at least I don't know how to see individual economies. But, yeah, I don't know if it's helped him at all. He hasn't really been producing that many units. He already does have a fusion reactor, though. So I guess time will tell if this pays off or not. We have Dubdara doing this beach landing here, coming in behind and destroying all of Smithy's mexes up here. Not great. Needs to watch out. He has some squishy wolverines back here. Don't want to get caught out by these rocketeers now. Looks like he will be continuing the charge. And that might just see him encircled there. Yeah, lots of rocket bots, lots of maces here. Able to do some damage for sure. Riot tank holding its own, but it looks like it is going to go down, along with some of Flakka's rocket bots. And then this riot tank attack has stalled for the most part. Artillery just sitting out in the open here. Definitely not ideal. We have Blade Runner with a massive force right here. He can do some crazy damage if he wants to. Damus's commander also coming in behind him. Yeah, something with like bombers, which he's not producing right now, would be really good just because there's no anti-air. So hopefully we'll be seeing that, but I guess only time will tell. Now Australian Mobster does have this hovercraft platform here. Great to see. Got some hover tanks. And yeah, Dubdara just continuing to push in here. Yeah, Blade Runner able to... Oh, Blade Runner does have a massive base, doesn't he? Trying to just stall this attack, but it's not going too great. We have some whirlwinds coming in here from, I think that's Matt. Which is, oof, that's what I was talking about, man. People just don't build anti-air for some reason. Which even just having a little bit would significantly disrupt these bombers, but to no avail, I guess. World War III, you know, struggling here to take out these maces, but his commander does go in, stops that attack. Blade Runner has to go in, but it looks like he is going to end up retreating his units, going to try to be saving his base, but Dubdara is already past the lines. There is a tier 2 bot lab here. I believe the southern team was trying to rush tier 2 really early, and I just don't think it's working out that well for them. DSD already tier 2 as well, but they're getting rolled over by these tier 1 units. They just don't have enough. Dub continuing to wreak havoc. Now we have Demo rushing in some pyros. And it is not looking good for this southern team. Blade Runner, his commander is just sitting out here. Looks like he is going to be attacking these pawns, maybe? No, now he's running back. DSD has to push up here, take out these forces, just try to contain the losses here. Riot tanks able to easily take out these pyros here. Hopefully before they do any more damage. Taking out some tier 1 units, but it's not that bad. The attack has stalled for the most part. Dark trying to send in some more guys here. That's why radar is important. Very easily could have missed these guys if DSD hadn't seen them. Well, I guess that's kind of obvious. Yeah, if you don't see something, you're gonna miss it. But like radar towers, you know, gotta get the extra vision. I believe Derpy Derp shared a tier 2 constructor. That would make the most sense to me. I don't exactly know what he did share, but you know, something. These bombers still able to just play around, man. There's nothing to contest them. I did see some go down. This guy went down. Maybe there is anti-air somewhere that I'm just not seeing. But in general, the anti-air is pretty weak. Yeah, we have a trasher here, so yeah, taking out another one. Very good. They're learning a little too slowly. A lot of damage has been done already. Demo coming in with some more pyros. I hope to see the meta shift. I think right now the meta is very focused on light, fast units. So like pawns, grunts in the early game, and then once you hit tier 2, going in with like pyros and zippers. But hopefully that'll change soon. I'd like to see the meta shift to like some air units maybe, or some like heavier, slower units. Maybe if like riot tanks had a buff, which they seem pretty good, but just not having the maneuverability, especially on like larger team maps, is just like killer. Like no matter how powerful the unit is, if you're like halfway decent, it's just really easy to play around, which is a little bit unfortunate. I think for sure at least maybe medium tanks need a buff, because you know those tier 1 medium tanks just seem absolutely awful. Blade Runner being harassed here by these hover tanks, but he is able to weather the storm. These hounds harassing Austrians, a little beach party right there. Dub coming in on World War III's flank. This Warden able to provide some fire support, and yeah, see, sprinters. My bad, I forgot they were renamed. Yeah, so like sprinters, pyros, just seem to be really favored right now. Or if they're not favored, they're at least chosen more for whatever reason. And I do think it is just because they're better. We got a lot of ping here. Ability, it's just got done victory. World War III, yes. Okay, awesome. We now have an assault from the southern team with Blade Runner running up. Looks like they are able to take out a commander. Very good. DSD supporting with all these pyros, anti-air, maybe some artillery in the back. Yeah, we have these Sheldons. Able to take out Derpy Derp's commander. It is now 2 and 4. I must have missed a commander explosion. So now it looks like, ooh, another commander goes down. Whose comm is that? Is that Matt's? Why is Matt's no, Matt's is up there. That must have been Blade Runners. I don't know. Although the colors look like Matt. I'm not sure. Or no, that was probably Damus. There's now 1 and 4. There's one commander left for the southern team. And if you guess who it is, I'm giving... Okay, it's World War III. I was like, where is this man? Yes. So the southern team has one commander left. Now, this looks like Blade Runner and DSD are going to try to continue to push up here. Black has some supporting welders too. Not sure how much they're doing though. You know, just trying to get this artillery to do some work. Looks like there's some long-range rocket bots. Yeah, this Arbiter. Is that a new unit? Have I just never seen them? Because that looks like my type of unit. I really enjoy like the artillery stuff. Just probably... I mean, it's definitely good, but also just because I like the way it looks. Alright. These mobile mortar bots are killer. They're very good, these Sheldons, when you mass them up like this. Able to take down all of these static emplacements in the blink of an eye. And by the blink of an eye, I mean, look, it takes a little bit, but they're going to get it done, alright? And that's the most important thing. Is it? I don't know, but it's pretty important to say the least. World War III, controlling this Northeast Sea for the most part. You should rush in and destroy these tile generators, but He's focused on... I don't know what he's focused on, but I'm pretty sure it's important, right? Now the southern team has to be aware they don't want to overextend and then have Dub rush in some units. Now it doesn't really look like he has any units here, but he does have this tier 2 base that he can start producing from. So just, you know, being careful that they're not losing all of their material there to something stupid like that. Ooh, looks like this fat boy trying to push out these hover tanks. Looks like we do have a full-on shipyard being produced here. So World War III is going to try to take control of that sea, just as Damas is taking control of the southern one. Although the control here is definitely limited, just because of you know, Austrian protecting that beach so well. It's probably quite annoying for them. Scorpion wreaking havoc on these now obsolete riot tanks. And if they ever got hit, I mean, I think they're down in 1. But yeah, these Sheldons, you know, try and take care of these Pyros and these enemy Sheldons as well. Gosh, these guys are so cool. I just love mortars. I like artillery. It's chill. It's good. Just the kiting capability for these is really good. They might actually just be a little too fast, I'm not gonna lie, but I think it's fun. I think it's fun. It's a great time. Blade Runner moving up some more riot tanks. He really needs to get started on tier 2. These riot tanks just aren't cutting it. Honestly, I don't even say tier 2. He needs to get his economy off the ground. He was doing quite well, but yeah, it was not good. Looks like yeah, all those Sheldons went down to, I believe, a rogue bomber. That's not ideal, to say the least. I predict a vicious counterattack from the north. Looks like Blade Runner didn't get the memo, still sending in these riot tanks. Yeah, stop sending these guys in. Move back, because the storm is coming. These stupid bombers. It's honestly really sad. Like, ugh, it's just so bad. I don't understand why no one's building anti-air. I mean, there was some anti-air in that army that was pushing up, but I guess it was not enough. Here the bomber goes. Nice. Yeah, in any case, it is now the northern Sheldon's turns. Demo's Sheldons, who are going to be wreaking a tad bit of havoc here. Now we do have Dub down here, getting some skirmishing on with these gunslingers. Honestly, I think gunslingers are pretty bad. I mean, they are auto-repairing, but they're just not that great of a unit. This fat boy, able to try to stall these halberds, which probably, I think halberds are the strongest tier 1 unit. I'm not entirely sure, but they definitely seem to be able to take a ton of hits. They're just quite slow. Which is what I'm saying, like, you can have a really strong unit, but if it's slow, it's not going to matter. This fat boy, able to do some damage here. Only there's a couple more of them, because, yeah, it is killer right now. Now we do have lots of these Arbiters coming in. Awesome unit. I can't believe I haven't noticed this before. It can't have been new, can it? I mean, I did download an update for this game, but I feel like it was a minor update. Unfortunately, bombers are going to come in and destroy all these guys. Most likely. I mean, that's what we continue to see over and over again. Looks like they are just targeting this poor welder, but soon they will come for these guys. No one is safe. Now this bulwark, try and take down these bombers. It's not the best anti-air, but it's getting the job done for now. Okay. So those bombers were destroyed. Very good. We got some nice music going down here. Yeah, anti-air right here. This is where all the bombers keep flying over. Would be great. Looks like there is a nettle here that's able to target them sometimes. Maybe these rockets aren't the most accurate, but they are cool to watch. I mean, just a good rocket strike right here. I mean, you're able to take out like half that army. Attack ground here, please, please. Yeah, those rockets all going to the same place, and it's to dead units. So a little bit unfortunate, I think they are able to scare this army away though, which is important to do. You know, fear factor is definitely a thing. Maybe not the most important thing, but it is for sure a thing. Now, we're getting some medium tanks just being pumped out of here, along with some of these grunts. We do have a chainsaw here, some decent anti-air finally. I'd say another one of these and you're pretty safe from any of these tier 1 bombers. Dub not really using his advantage here, just slowly pumping out these welders that are just being taken out, I guess. But yeah, DSD really becoming the economic powerhouse here. I guess that commander's sabotage really did pay off. Probably wasn't that. He just seems to be good. I can't believe I haven't seen it before. But he may have come from like FAF or something. That's why. So clearly, I didn't look at the true score rankings, and someone told me how to do it, and I forgot. So in game, I mean, we do have a couple pyros going down. Looks like they will advance a little bit into a rocket range. Some Sheldons going down as well. Yeah, they're having absolutely none of that. Now, pyros are very specialized at taking down these easy tier 1 units, but I guess they just saw too many. Maybe I guess they're going for Damus, which is a smart play. There's a lot of hounds cooped up here, but they are able to take out a lot of these pyros, so maybe moving these guys up wasn't the smartest idea, but I don't know. They're getting some work done. These Sheldons providing some supporting fire. Looks like there is a big explosion there, and almost all of the hounds go down, so straight chillin'. Not good for Damus, but yeah, he is going to lose control of this western ridge, which is unfortunate because he has some tier 2 mexes here. Not something you want to be losing, especially when the game is this close. Now the southern team is down economically, just slightly. We do have Dubdar coming in here with some just some pretty crappy tier 1 units and some welders. This Warden able to drive them off, and then we do have some brutes coming in here. So not able to do a ton of damage, but definitely annoying for sure. I think World War III was just entirely taken out. I mean, his commander's down here, but I don't know if he has any structures. Yeah, he has to stay alive though, because it's World War III and DSD right now. Only commander's alive. I thought it was down to 1 at one point, but I must have been hallucinating. DSD mopping up this army with his tier 1 units. Nice. I guess, well, he has a Tiger. That's tier 2. I mean, he definitely is playing more Forged Alliance Forever with these multiple plants. He has two tier 1s and then an advanced vehicle plant. So yeah, interesting for sure. I mean, it is paying off for him. He's able to do a lot of damage. I definitely say he's the MVP right now for the southern team. More of these rockets going in, being absolutely useless. Got some anti-air finally. Got a SAM. We have this bulwark here. So you're really setting up quite a good defensive position. But you really do want to be pushing up, getting this mechs. That's just so good. You can only stay back here for so long. Yeah, it does have a fat boy moving up, which not what I would be doing right now. I'd be putting it on this ridge here, but it is able to force these Sheldons back, at least for a little bit, but it's going to go down quite quickly. Looks like it's more helping these rocket guys back here target. Ooh, now we have some Shivas. That's a Bantha, or not a Bantha, that's a gantry unit, is it not? We do have an experimental gantry here, just pumping out these amphibious siege mechs from Derpy Derp, and that is going to be quite an impressive force once they amass. Yeah, they're definitely not guys that I like to mess around with. I personally don't really like the siege mechs that much, but they're really tanky, and the rockets are super annoying to deal with, especially when you just have a bunch of tier 1 trash. It just gets melted. Yeah, and these guys are just too fast for these long-range rockets. Now we do have some tanks moving in here as well. Is it going to be enough though? I don't know. Yeah, he's going to be pulling them back. Just because these Shivas can just kite really well. Dub is going to be moving in with an attack on the east here. Looks like we do have a Titan here from Damus. Dude, I'm just missing these guys building gantries. Heavy hover tanks. This must be a new unit. I like these lunkheads. Bunny, where's the gantry though? Give me the gantry. There it is. Producing another Titan. Okay, we're getting into some fun tier 3 stuff here. DSD really pushing in these tanks. Not something I would do. They're not that effective. They're barely even sky mining. Did they even take out an amphibious siege mech? I don't even know if they were able to. Yeah, it's not going great. Damus is producing lots of these fleets. This Titan is walking around here. Austrian man is pushing forward, pushing back these lunkheads. And by lunkheads, I mean there's only one now. Yeah, these Shivas just able to hold the line. This one's almost down. 1%, come on. That's like a stray bullet. One stray bullet, come on now. These rockets coming in here. It's not enough. Looks like it did go down, finally, but that's just one out of the many he has. I think it's like 12, 15 at this point. Another bulwark going up. Yeah, bulwarks are a little underpowered at this stage in the game. They're not going to be doing as much as you'd like them to. Another Shiva does go down. Looks like this one's going to go down as well. But DSD is just running out of troops. Damus's Titan, not really being effective. It needs to go in somewhere. At least send it to the front line to do something. And we now have Demo coming in here with more of these long-range guys. Some more siege mechs going down. Definitely hurting Derpy Derp's economy a little bit. It looks like he has, I'm kidding actually. He's building a Juggernaut. It's almost done too. Honestly, if he kept building siege mechs, that might have just worked out for him. But you know, building a Juggernaut is never the wrong play. DSD desperately sitting in units to try to stall this, but yeah, with Demo's help, it's not looking good for the southern team. Damus has to go in with these Titans here, and he is, you know, to good effect too. Look at these UFOs, yay! But this is not where you want to be attacking. You want to be getting in here, where all the action is. I mean, if you took all this down, the northern team would be crippled. But I fear it might be too late. The siege mechs have reached the back line, along with these welders too. The Sheldons are going to push up in the Flakka's base, which honestly, Flakka has really been slacking, man. I don't know what he's been building, but it's not been that effective. I haven't seen it. I've seen his units being used. And those Titans from Damus are going up over here, but yeah, it's not really paralleling the effectiveness of these siege mechs. And that's just the way of the world, I guess. You do have these Titans going up. Please tell me they're going to turn right. Turn right. No. This is not where you want to go. Look, Austrian, he's okay, but he has a singular bot lab. Derpy Derp has all these fusion reactors, an experimental gantry, advanced aircraft plant. The Juggernaut just came out. It is bad. It's scary. Please, for the love. This Titan, maybe going to be the savior of the southern team. Going to be trying to take out these siege mechs, but it is just one Titan. You know, these Banthas aren't incredible. I think Banthas are still the best unit this gantry can make. Oh, the Thor maybe is probably much better. I don't actually. Why did I say that? I don't think it is. This Titan trying to do work here, but it's just sitting in the path of these missiles, not having a great time. Dub pushing up with his own units, just taking out the last remnants of Blade Runner's base. And right now, the only person we really have left is Damus. World War III has some stuff. This Titan is being pushed back. We do have some Vanguards here, which are pretty good. Definitely good for taking out these gantry units for sure. Yeah, they do a lot of damage, but it's gonna get rid of this attack. Derpy Derp's Juggernaut is somewhere, and And when it arrives on the battlefield, it will be laying down the hurt. Maybe it already has. I think Damas's Titans actually went down to that jug. Which is really sad, but it is the way it is, I guess. We have some dragons coming in, which I think are really cool. Definitely not necessary. Maybe they'll speed up the process a little bit, but dragons are just, yeah, I love flying fortresses. I like the battle cruisers in StarCraft. I like, I don't know, what else was I gonna say? Yeah, they're just able to take these chainsaw hits and not even bat an eye. They are definitely fortresses for sure. And now we have Matt coming in to clean up, maybe with some bombers. I don't know if there's any anti-air over here. There better be for a base this large. Looks like there isn't. There is no anti-air there. And yeah, this lone Titan trying to take out these bombers, who at the same time are trying to take it out. And yeah, I mean, it's quite effective against tier 1 bombers. You gotta give it that. But yeah, these slime fortresses are going to be cleaning up the rest of this base. You don't even gotta wait for the Juggernaut, not really. The Titan may be able to do some work here with his anti-air capabilities. These guys just, yeah, once you got the gantry, it's pretty much over. Honestly, I'd target these fusion reactors, because once they blow, that's a lot of damage done. Get these nano turrets out of the way. Looks like there is one commander left somewhere, and Blacka is left with control of the rest of this. I don't know where the commander is. It doesn't really matter. And it does go down, wherever it may have been. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you really enjoyed this game. I thought it was fun. It was quite competitive. I'm going to be honest, the Northern team had much better players, or much more experienced players, you know, people we've seen before. But I thought the Southern team did put up quite a bit of a fight, but Derp wins all the games. Every single one of them. He's too good. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe if you did enjoy it. And I'll see you all later. Adios.